Okay, let me know if you hear me. Adam, do you hear me? Okay, nice. So welcome everybody. You knew already we are gonna work about questioning tonight, yes? Okay, all right. So let me give you the instruction about the exercise we are going to do together. I ask you to write like a short dialogue, each of you. So a short dialogue means one question and one answer. Yeah. So let me give you the link of the Google Doc. Okay, in the chat you find the link. So I invite you to put your name, to write a question, and then to write an answer. It can be any question and any answer. So it's up to you. This is the first step of the exercise. Is any question about this step? No. Okay. So go on. You can start. Okay.
So
yes, tell me.
It's like a client's question in a session. Ideally, would it be like the client's question? Why am I so and so or whatever? An existential question like that. Then you propose.
It can be whatever question. So it's up to you. You can decide. Okay, Jans? It can be a philosopher question. It can be a client question to start the consultation. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Once you finish, I ask you to put up your virtual hand, please, so I see we have finished yet already.
How do you do that?
Okay, don't worry, Jan. Don't worry. You can raise your real hand.
It's quite funny. It's better we do it virtually, of course.
Okay, good. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, welcome to Michaela and Uma.
Hello. Can I have the doc, please? The document, the Google Doc.
Yes, yeah. I put again in the chat. Uma, did you understand the instruction? You were there. We are here already, or no?
No, I'm sorry, it just arrived.
Okay, so basically, you're supposed to produce a short dialogue by asking a question and by proposing an answer to that question. That's the first step of the exercise we are going to do today. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I see
Uh,
Yashvin is finished already. Good. Marianne, you need to ask something or you finished?
I don't know. My question is, the answer of the question should be a question or an answer?
An answer.
Okay, thanks. Then I'm finished.
Okay, good. So you can raise your virtual hand. And Maria, did you raise your hand before?
Yes, I finished, but I don't see the can put a virtual hand. That's why I.
Okay, okay, don't worry. So you finished. Nice. Hans, you finished? Okay, I see you. Hans. Okay. Okay, let's wait for Yuma and other people. Okay, now I'm speaking to the ghost. If you could switch on your camera, would be nice. It's a bit strange to speak with square with name. Okay, thanks, Adam. Maria, are you there?
Io, Andrea,
Sì?
sì, ci sono, solo che quando apro il Google Doc si spegne la telecamera, dopo cerco di accenderla quando
Ah,
lo
okay.
vedo.
Va bene, Maria. And Jessica, are you there? No. Okay. Okay. Yuma, you've done? Oh, hi, Jessica. Yeah. Yuma?
Uma. Sì, sì.
Uma. Okay.
Yes.
Have you
Yeah.
done?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now the exercise is the following. Each of you is supposed to find 3 different questions to the answer that you gave to the first original question. So basically, you have to propose 3 different questions. And then we're gonna check which kind of question you propose, you raise, which is the purpose of those questions, and so on. But now, the second step is to find 3 different questions to your last answer. Is that clear? Okay, nice. Okay, take your time. Let's say 2 minutes. Okay, let me know if you have done. Okay, Jens. Yeah, thanks. Okay, Uma, you seem worried.
No, I'm thinking it's not easy. It's not an easy task
Okay, so
for me.
when you think it's not easy, you worry or you don't worry?
No, I don't worry.
Okay, you don't worry. So you are
No.
relaxed. Yeah.
Relax, yeah, more relaxed than worried.
Okay. Well, but just for fun, which is your main difficulty right now?
To find a question that problematize what the statement I gave.
Okay, so you have hard time to complete the task, basically, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, but could you identify the main reason why you have hard time to question the answer? Or no?
Because the answer is related to the question. It seems answering the question, and however, I see a problem, but I'm not able to recognize which is the problem. So I'm not able to problematize.
Okay, but you don't have to problematize necessarily. I mean, you could go for deepening question, to clarification questions. So why you want just to problematize?
Because it's the most difficult task and I'm not able to problematize.
Okay.
I wanted to train.
Okay. Okay. But if you cannot go for other type of questions, and then we can look together for a problematization question. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. But yeah, before to problematize, you have to understand which is the main problem. So yes, I agree with you. Yeah. Okay. Everybody have done? Okay, seems so. Okay, so I propose you to start together to, let's say, analyze some questions together, and then we play a bit to see if there are any problems, what's the purpose of the questions, or so on. So who wants to start with his questions or her questions? I see three different virtual hand up, but I don't think it's your way to express willing to start, right? Yes, exactly. Yes. Thanks, Gui. Okay, Uma, are you okay to see if we start from your questions since you had some difficulties? Why?
Okay.
Okay, just let me know. I'm curious. Why did you have done that strange movement with your head?
Because I don't want.
Oh, you don't want. And why you don't want to start?
Because it's difficult, so I want first to understand.
Oh, same problem with the question you were trying to find before. You didn't know, you were not able to understand the problem, so you were not able to ask the problematization question. Yeah. But you could share why you don't understand. What the reason you don't understand about that exercise you have done? Which is the main problem, that all the main lack of understanding you have?
Because I gave an enigmatic thing, and it's difficult for me to think about what I'm saying.
Okay, but we are here just in order to deal with difficulties, and that's funny, by the way. So if you, I don't know what you were expecting from the workshop, but I think it's okay if you have some difficulties. Otherwise, you don't need to confront yourself with other people. And plus, we are many people, we can help you. Is that right for you?
Okay.
Okay, it sounds like if I have to, okay, yes.
Exactly.
Okay, right, let's start.
Okay.
So, read your question and your answer first.
Allora, my question is, am I my job? Am I my job? My answer is, I think my job is a part of me.
Okay. Which page?
I'm on the second page.
Second page. Okay, Uma, here. Okay, nice. So, wait. Am I my job? Answer, I think my job is a part of me. Okay, before to go on, do you see any problem in the answer or no?
I see some rhetoric.
Oh, rhetoric. And which rhetoric do you see?
Of course, my job is a part of me because I'm doing this job.
Okay, so do you think that the answer is telling something obvious, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But just for fun, do you think it's possible to have a job and not? I mean, let's say that the job is not part of you.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because in any case, you are giving some energy in this moment. So of course it's a part of you involved in this activity.
Okay, so every time someone is giving some energy to do something, that something is part of himself, right? That's your idea.
Yeah.
Okay, just let me check with the group. Is anyone not agree with what Uma is saying? Okay, Uma, check someone.
Jessica?
Okay, Jessica, explain why you disagree with this idea.
Okay, I disagree because whatever you do, it doesn't imply that that action or that job, in this case, makes part of you. It's just an action. It's just something you do.
Okay, I was suspecting that you disagree because you had the opposite idea, but try to explain why you think that what you do is not part of yourself, because you didn't give any reason so far. Try to give a reason.
Okay, it is not part of you because it changes all the time. So essentially it's not you because these things you do are changing all the time, daily or monthly or in your life or by, I don't know, but by years, but this is changing. So
Okay.
if you consider you are something more stable, therefore this is not part of you.
Okay, let me check if I understood correctly. So if you do something that it changes all the time, you cannot reckon that something, since it's changing all the time, is part of you, right?
Unless you think of you as something changing all the time.
Wait. Don't go to unless. But is that your idea?
Yes.
Okay. But what about repetition? You know that there are some repetition, like habits or rituals, which are action that you repeat.
Yes.
Okay, and you know that work, in a way, usually is repeating the same action. I mean, at least you have like some very creative job, but even in that case, you repeat some process in order to create something, right?
Yes.
So what about this? You see a problem or no in your idea?
Okay, if it's something you do, you are repeating that thing, then, but there's not the same. It's not the same thing, nevertheless. It's always changing, even though it's the same action, but it's not exactly the same. So.
Okay, but you need to do something exactly the same in order to repeat that something?
No.
Okay.
No.
So what about repetition? I agree with you that if you repeat some action, like if you swim, every breath you take is not the same, okay? But the technique is rather similar when you breathe, right? So what do you think about, in general, about repetition?
But in that example, are you a swimmer or you're swimming that yourself is that?
Yeah. Okay, yes, but try to answer my question. Don't ask me the question. What do you think? I'm just checking with you if you see problem. If you don't see, let's check with the group. I mean, your idea is interesting, but how do you deal with the concept of repetition?
I think whatever you are repeating, you are not that thing because you can stop doing that whenever you want.
Okay, and if you can stop, it means that it's not part of you, yeah?
No.
Okay, so this is a different idea. Now you change your idea. Before was about changing, and now you change your idea. Yeah. Pick one. What do you think is the more strong idea here? The first one you gave us, or the second one?
Okay, the first one was that you are not whatever you do because that thing is changing all the time.
Yeah.
And the second one is that you are not whatever you do because you can stop doing it whenever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I think maybe the second one. Okay.
The second one. Okay. So when you stop, since you can stop, it means that that thing is not part of you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to you, Uma. Uma, what do you think about these interesting and strange ideas?
I'm sorry, I got lost. Can you reformulate it, please? I understood the first one. The second one, which is?
Okay, so the second idea by Jessica was that since you can stop to do something, that something is not part of you.
Mm.
Do you accept it or not?
No.
Why?
Because you could stop almost everything, and also if you it doesn't change the fact that you are involving some energy in that moment. So anytime you are involving some energy, yourself is in that thing, I think.
Okay, you remain with your ideas that you need to, when you involve energy, that action is part of you. So if you're walking, that walk is part of you, yeah? Part of your identity.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you must have many different identities in yourself. Each action you do is one identity, yeah?
I think we are multiplicity in ourselves, yes.
Okay. But do you agree that if you repeat, there are some actions that you repeat more or that for you is more important and takes more time during your day life that speaks more about you than others?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And the job could be one of them. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Samuel, I saw you raising your hand before, right?
Yeah, it's a strange reasoning to me because it is sufficient to work one time in a year to generate the fact that this is a part of you. It's quite generic, your condition, the condition you poses to determine, yeah, what is good or not.
Okay, so you said it's generic, but which is the main problem you think in this Uma's idea?
It is not provided any condition to distinguish.
Okay. Uma,
that's incomplete.
It's incomplete, yeah? It's missing the condition, the reason, or let's say a criteria in order to distinguish which actions are more part of you and which are superficial and not so relevant for your identity, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Uma, do you agree with Samuel?
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think there's also I don't know how to say it, the repetition that describes this. Do you understand?
Okay, yes. So repetition is a way to select actions in order to say which actions are more part of your identity and which are not. Yeah?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Okay, but job is included in this kind of actions, yeah?
I used to repeat my job, yes.
Okay. You have a very, let's say, routine in your job, yeah? So you, yeah? No?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you project your job experience you had before, yeah? Okay, I see, let me ask. Maria, okay, what do you want to say?
I just want to propose idea that if you do something in a repetitive way, mechanically, you can think about something else and your energy will be involved in another object. And then your job that you repeat is not part of you. Your thoughts about something else, what about your thinking in that moment, are part of you. For example, then the person play on piano, he can do it mechanically and don't think about what he's doing in this moment.
Okay, I think it's a nice idea. What with the idea you are proposing, but now, Maria, I ask you, since Uma before said that had hard time to find a problematization question, and I think that your idea can problematize that answer. Try to put your idea in a nice problematization question. Yeah. So find a question with that idea in order to problematize the answer that Uma proposed before. It is clear yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And anybody can think about that question, of course.
Can a person to do a job be in thoughts in another place and
Okay, can you type down your question below the answer or Uma answer, Maria? So
to write it.
We can deal with your question. If it's written, it's easier, yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I welcome Alex. Alex, I give you the Google Doc where we are working.
I've got it. Samuel posted it. Thank you.
Okay, nice. So you are in already. Okay, we are working with Uma question and answer. It's in the page 2. And now Maria is proposing a problematization question to the answer, okay? Okay. Let's give some seconds to Maria. Meanwhile, I see Hans Christian and Jessica. Hans, what you want to say?
Well, I would like to defend a little bit Uma's thoughts. And I think that what Maria said.
Okay, Hans is fine. You can do it. But now we are more working about the questioning. So then, after we dealt with the question of Maria, we can, of course, defend Uma. You can do it. But I invite you now to stay in the process and to check if the question is proposing Maria, I can work or not. Okay?
That was what I was. Yes, that was what I was trying to do. I was going by way of what Maria said. I would say that what she thinks is a very fine proposal, but if we think about, say, Charlie Chaplin in modern times, which illustrates how menial labor does affect you. It's not everyone who can do these things.
Okay.
And I mean, so curiously enough, in Marx's term, what happens there is called alienation.
Okay.
So
you mentioned one of my favorite movie, which is Modern Time, and I love that movie. I love Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, okay, and yeah, I agree with you. But I invite you to stay in the process. And now we have to check. We are supposed to check the question by Maria. Yeah.
Yes.
And then we can problematize that idea again. But one step. You go too fast.
I can't find her question. Where is it? I can't see it here. Is it an? Oh,
yeah, you see, you're not dealing with the question because you're thinking.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's in the page 2.
Yes.
And she's not finished yet, but she's about to finish. Did you find it?
Not yet.
Okay. I underline.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let me just to make it clear. It's the question in yellow ones. Yes. Okay. And before we check, Jessica, you wanted to say something?
Yes, I see a problem in Maria's question.
Oh, but you're like cancer. You're in a hurry. You run forward. Okay, I tell you, I'm a slow guy. Yeah, I'm slow. So don't go fast because you lose me otherwise. Yeah. Okay. So Jessica, now I propose we check the question, and then you can, if you see any problem, you can share with us. Yeah, is that fine? Okay. So, but let Maria read her question. Maria, go on.
Can a person to do a job and in the same time to think about something more important?
Okay, let's try to reason together about this question. What this question is trying to do, Maria?
This question is trying to problematize, to find limits of
Okay.
to be a part of the job.
Okay, and how this question is problematizing? I mean, concretely, which idea is proposing in order to problematize?
There is separation from acting to thinking.
From the first
Act and think as a part of the person.
Okay, nice. So you propose a distinction between the energy a person can spend by acting and the energy that a person can spend by thinking. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and which is the energy that in a way express more the self of the person, the acting or the thinking in your question? Thinking. Okay, so if you do something, but if you think to something else, you are not what you are doing, you are what you are thinking. That's your idea.
Yes, in this moment. Yes.
Okay, nice. You see, answer, Jessica. Now, then we can problematize. But first, we have to check the question, to deal with the question, to understand the question. Yeah, then we can to find problem. But I think it's an interesting idea that Maria is proposing. Yeah, is by separating the two way to be yourself, the thinking and the acting. Yeah. But let's go back to Uma. Uma, what do you think about this question? Do you think it problematizes your answer or no?
I think it gives a new idea.
Which one?
The separation between thinking and being active physically, let's say, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's problematizing my answer.
Okay, and why you don't know? It means that you don't think that is problematic. It's a problematization question.
No, it means that I don't know. I don't know.
But if you don't know, it means that you don't see how that is problematizing your answer.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you don't see, it means that for you it doesn't problematize.
And probably yes.
Okay. Who thinks that Maria's question is a good problematization question for the Uma answer? Raise your hand. Okay, Samuel is a bit split, but I invite, if it's more yes, I invite you to raise. If it's more no, I invite you to keep your hand down. Okay. Uma, ask someone why he thinks that is a good problematization question.
Yasmin.
Okay.
Yes. The question, Maria's question, forces the thinker to split the thinking and the doing, the action. So when I'm thinking about the job is involves more doing and the thinking. So Uma previously said that where the energy goes, that's where that means that action is part of her. So Maria's question creates a disruption. It forces a person to think that behavior and thinking can go different ways.
Okay. Okay. So maybe someone can disagree with this idea, but still this idea creates a problem. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Uma, what do you think about Yasmin's explanation? Do you agree? He's creating like a problem you didn't mention or you didn't think about before in your answer.
Yes, I agree.
But
it doesn't solve, yeah, because
but it doesn't solve what? It doesn't have to solve anything, a question. A question is to raise a problem, it's not to solve a problem, you see?
yeah, no, but I mean, I don't know how to say it. Because you, in any case, you're thinking or you're acting physically. In any case, you are yourself. You know what I mean? That's why I don't see a problem in this particular. But I see it's a good question. It goes away from, you know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. Sorry.
Okay, I'll try to rephrase what you're trying to say. That since in your idea, you are what you think and what you act, this question doesn't create a real problem.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you have to choose, suppose that someone make you choose between you are more what you think or more what you act, what would you choose?
I choose what I think.
Okay, then, okay. So in that case, you see the problem in the answer or no? If you are more what you think?
No.
No. Okay, I give you an example. Do you know Einstein, right? Okay. Do you know that Einstein for years at work in, I don't know in English, is ufficio brevetti, yeah, for years. Is like let's say a stupid job, okay? Stupid job. Every morning he was doing this. But let's suppose that during the morning, while he was doing this, he was thinking about physics, about space, about time, yes? So what would you say? Einstein is more ufficio brevetti worker or is more scientist?
A scientist, but in
Okay.
that moment he is an ufficio brevetti man.
What?
A scientist.
Okay, a scientist. So you are more what you think.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see the problem in your answer or no now?
I'm sorry, not.
No. Okay. You don't you you keep your idea.
No, I would like not to, but I don't see it.
But who sees the problem? Raise your hand. Okay, Uma, ask someone who didn't speak yet.
Gui.
Okay, Gui, explain to Uma the problem you see, please.
Yes, that you are on your job and you're thinking about something else. So you seem to be more, that's more a part of you, what you're thinking rather than the job itself.
Okay, Uma, your microphone off. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You see now the problem?
Yes, that I generalize, and instead, if I think, according, for example, to the question of Maria, I can separate, and so I can I can understand. Yes, I understand that my answer is too generalizing.
Okay, and by the way, Maria, I think proposed you a nice way to problematize question in general is through dividing.
Yeah.
By the way, it was the method that Socrates used. How was this called? I don't know if you read the Sophist dialogue. Okay, if you read it, you see this method is diaresis. It's diaresis, so it means divide. You divide you split, yeah. In order to define something, you have to split in two parts, yeah. And that's a nice way to problematize, by the way, because you offer a general concept, and Maria proposes a division in that concept that make you think that maybe it's not the case for all the everything you do, but just some of them can work with your definition. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's a nice way to, because you said before that you had problem to problematize. That's a nice way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, understand it. Yeah.
Before we go on, let's check Adam. Adam.
So I just wanted to disagree with this because Uma never said that who I am is about my thinking. She said it's about what I put my energy into. And then Maria problematized this by saying, well, I can be at my job and think about something else. Yes, but Uma never said this. And I think she was forced into agreeing with this. Essentially, yeah, she was forced. She never actually agreed with this.
Okay.
So
okay.
I don't think it's a good problematizing question.
Okay. You don't think it's a good one, but it is still a problematization question or no? No. Yeah. So let's try to let's say redo the process again, and we see maybe there is some problem. Maybe you're right, Adam. Yeah. Why not? Okay. So Uma said that basically job is part of yourself because you do it. Yeah. But in the question by Maria, he proposing that you can do something, included your job, by thinking to something else, and you are more you're thinking that what you do. You think that is relevant for the answer or no? What Maria is proposing. You see connection or no? Oh, Adam, switch on your mic.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, because Uma never talked about thinking. Like, I think for this to be problematizing, she would first need to agree that who I am is what I'm thinking about.
Okay, but you agree that you can problematize by, let's say, proposing different ideas that can clash with the presupposition of one statement, or no? Or you have just to, you need just to deal with the elements that are evident in the statement.
I think to agree or disagree, I would need to see some examples.
Okay, we have one already. Maria gave you an example by proposing this new idea, and Uma agreed that is a new idea, by the way, that you are more what you think than what you do. So you think that you can problematize something by proposing a different or new idea that is not there, or you have to work just with what you see in the statement in order to problematize it?
No, I think you can problematize hidden assumptions, but I think Maria problematized an assumption which wasn't there.
Okay, so there is no the presupposition there that you are mostly what you do, at least. No, you don't see that presupposition, right, Adam?
Yeah, she said that I am what I put my energy into, so yeah.
Okay, so you don't see that presupposition, right? That you are more what you do.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, you see it. So there is the presupposition. And you agree that that idea, the new idea that Maria is proposing, is dealing with that presupposition? Or no?
No.
No. Okay, so the presupposition is there, Adam, but the question, Maria's question, is not dealing with that presupposition. That's your position, right?
Yes, I think she's talking about the relationship between jobs and thinking, not about doing and who I am.
Job and thinking. Okay, just maybe, okay, I want to check with the group. Okay, who thinks that Maria's question is dealing with that presupposition included in UMA answer? Raise your hand. Okay, we have plenty of hands. Adam, pick one, please.
Mihaela.
Yeah, thank you very much. So essentially, a job in the common thinking is associated with doing. So there is this hidden assumption of doing, and Maria attacks it.
Okay, could you describe how it attacks that presupposition, Michaela? Because Adam doesn't seem so, yes, open to this idea, that he seems to disagree. So you have to show him the connection.
I have a hard time understanding Maria as well. She
okay, so
like, just a second.
Yeah.
It is like Maria assumes that Uma assumes the job is equivalent to doing. This is what Maria, I think, assumes. So she adds one additional element, the doing, that a job is not only doing but thinking. So she splits it and attacks Uma, even though Uma did not exclude thinking from job.
Okay.
But it's like Maria assumes it.
Oh, but wait. So you change your mind now?
No, I think Maria problematizes.
Ah, okay.
Because by assuming that job is equivalent to only doing and not to thinking.
Okay. But so, do you think that that presupposition is in Uma answer or is not?
It is. In the common sense, job is doing. Yes, it is.
Okay, by using common sense, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go back to Adam. Adam, did you understand what Michaela said?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think? We don't hear you.
Hello.
Now, yes.
Okay. Sorry, my technology is not working so well today. Yeah, I understood.
Yeah, and what do you think? Make sense or no? Okay, so do you accept? Maybe it's not a good one. Then we can discuss about it. But you accept the Maria's question as a problematization question. Okay, you change your mind, yeah? Okay, and how come you didn't see that before? Why do you think you change your mind? What?
Well, I still think that it's not a good problematization question because
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay, Adam. That's I don't know. I could agree with you, but you agree that before you said that is not even a problematization question, and now you said that it is, yeah?
I think there's a distinction between it being a problematization question and it problematizing. And I still think it doesn't problematize, but as a type, it is a problematization question.
Okay, okay, but try to answer my question. And you accept that you change your mind, yeah, a bit, or no? Okay, I'm just curious. I don't wanna. It's just for fun to ask you, why do you think you change your mind?
I think Mihaela explained it quite well, the situation with the assumption which Maria sees there, and I probably don't.
Ah, okay. So you were missing a bit the assumption that Michaela pointed out. Okay. Okay. By the way, like I said before to you, Uma, every time we want to problematize anything, before we have to understand the main idea of the statement or the problem, or of course, if it's a bit confusion, it's very hard, like Uma said before, because Uma said, I don't really understand what that's the problem in the answer, so therefore she cannot problematize. Yeah. And then, okay, we can discuss, but you accept it as a problematization question, Adam. Okay, nice. And then we can discuss about good or not good, but it is a problematization question. Let's see if everybody agrees or no. Everybody agrees with that? No. Okay, we have more. Adam, you have more friends here. Jessica, why you disagree?
Oh,
Exactly.
I agreed with.
Okay, then I come to you. Don't worry.
No, it was sorry. It was okay.
Answer me.
I think I made a mistake.
Okay, Jessica, go on, please.
Just because, as Michaela said, job is about action in common sense. So Uma said, in that sense, you are what you do. Yes?
Yeah.
And then Maria proposed, well, you can do things, but think about another thing. But thinking is not there. Who cares about thinking when we are dealing with doing? Uma's problem is about identity and doing. So for Uma's presupposition, you can think about whatever you want, but still you are doing something that gives you identity.
Okay.
So it doesn't problematize.
If I understand correctly, you're proposing the idea that this distinction that Maria is proposing with the question is not relevant.
In this moment of the dialogue, no.
Wait, what do you mean in this moment? It's not relevant now. I mean, yes, of course.
It's not relevant.
Yes.
Not relevant.
It's not relevant. So if you think that you are what you think more than what you do,
that's another story.
Okay, so it's another story. But if you see your idea from this idea, do you agree that is creating some problem? Then you can disagree. No.
I think it's not creating any problem because it doesn't change the thing. You are what you do. Okay, I'm doing a stupid job. If I think that I'm what I'm doing, I don't care about what I'm thinking in that moment because I'm doing this stupid job and that's what I am. Yeah, okay, even though I have this wonderful.
Okay, it's evident, Jessica, that you support the Uma ideas, that you are what you are, what you do. Yeah.
For what it's written there, or what common sense, as Michaela said, we can, in common sense, relate job to do something. Yes.
Okay, you support that idea, and you don't think that Maria's question is relevant to that problem. Mm-hmm. Okay, just for fun, let's vote. Let's vote. I see you a bit split. So let's decide together. I don't like democracy, but let's use sometimes democracy. Yes. So who agrees with Maria that that question is problematizing the Uma answer? Raise his hand. Okay, Jessica, you convert a few people. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 with Maria. And Hans, you as well? Yeah. Yeah. And
No, I'm a little split. I do think it problematizes, but I would like to say something in a favor.
okay, I will let you, but just let me check who is disagree first. Yeah, who disagree and who is agreeing with Jessica that the question is not really problematizing the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's nice. It's almost 50-50. It's a bit more Maria's side, but it's 50-50. Okay. Hans, I ask you to be clear and to be short, please, and say what you want to say. Be short.
I agree that Maria's question does problematize. There is a very big caveat, though. That is that although Socrates is the first to propose that as long as you can think, you cannot be completely tyrannized or, as Marx would put it, alienated. However, I agree that the alienation that results from the menial labor can crush the soul, and we are not all Socrates or Einstein, and so there is it is an ongoing problem in the world that people are being destroyed by horrible working conditions.
But
you cannot liberate yourself from like breaking rocks and Sing.
Okay, so that's why you're a bit split, right?
Yes.
Okay, but you're not the only one to be split, because the group is split as well. So don't worry. But if you had to choose, you think it's more the thinking that identify a person or the acting?
I'll be allowed to turn around and say that to a very large degree, the acting comes out of the thinking, but it is fundamentally the thinking, yes. That's a core. You cannot argue with the cogito. That's impossible. Okay.
So now, since we are split, I propose we try with another question to see if the group is more sharing the same direction. Yeah. Okay. So I will go with the second one. Let's say with the question 1 by Uma. Uma, can you read your question 1, please?
Is this answering the question?
Okay. Now, what you are trying to do with that question?
To see if the answer, the person, in this case me, okay, the person is conscious about escaping a bit the answering.
Okay. So you want to check if the person is aware that she answered or she's not answered. Yeah?
Yeah.
But usually when you ask such a question, let's say the philosopher thinks that the person answered or didn't answer.
That the person gave I would say an enigmatic answer. No, didn't answer.
Okay, an enigmatic answer is an answer which is confused, but it's still an answer to the question. If you ask, do you think you answer the question? What do you think is the idea of the philosopher?
That the person didn't answer.
Okay. And can you show us why you think there is not answering that answer?
Because it's not giving some information more than the question.
Okay. So it's just repeating, yeah?
Yeah.
So what's the problem if the answer just repeats the question?
It's saying something. What's the problem? Tautology, I don't know.
Okay, tautology. So there is no argument. It's an empty argument. It's just repeating.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see if the group has any comments or question about this. And okay, I see. Uma, pick one.
Samuel.
I would say that it's not a tautology because the predicate am, that means equivalence, is not the same of part of me. I would describe this problem a shift of meaning from the equivalence to the specificity, to specificity than required in this case.
Okay, so is adding something, right?
Yeah.
And is adding that the job is part of the person, which is not already
instead
of I am.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's try to think of before we go to your second idea. But let's stop a bit here. This first one. When you say I am something, do you think that implies that something is part of you or no?
I think no. It's implied that yes, in that direction, yes. Sorry, I changed my mind. If I am something, is part of me, but it's not given the opposite.
Which is?
If something is part of me, is me.
Okay, so and why the opposite is not given?
Because I don't know, the nose is a part of me, but it's not me.
Ah, okay. But when I am something, that something is part of me.
Yes, for this reason I say I changed my mind. In
okay, you
one
changed
verse is in this context.
Yeah.
She followed the other direction to say that it's a part of me. It's not an answer because it's not given that if a job is part of her, is her. It's neither a no nor a yes.
Ah, okay. I see now. Okay. And so, what's your point, Samuel?
That it's a shift of meaning. Instead of answering yes or no to take a decision, to make a position, she shifts to another, rephrasing the initial question. It's more easy to her to handle the question in that reformulation, a part of me, instead of I am.
Ah, okay. So in a way, it doesn't solve the problem because part of me could be included in the, let's say, identity of a person, or it cannot. So by answering like that, is not answering really the question if he is or is not the job. Yeah, that's your idea.
Yes, if it's a tautology, as Uma said, my feeling would be obviousness. But I don't feel this answer as obvious, but as irrelevant, because there is this shift of meaning. Maybe to avoid, to escape.
Okay, so you agree with Uma that the answer is escaping from the question?
Yeah. With the shift of meaning.
The shift of meaning. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Uma, do you agree? Do you like the Samuel explanation?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so it means that it's a nice question then. It works.
Ah.
You're surprised.
Okay.
You're not used to enjoy when you do something good, Uma.
Yeah, I enjoy.
Oh, you're worrying to the next questions, maybe. Okay, stay here. Don't. Otherwise, you miss the pleasure, you know?
Yeah.
If you are all the time thinking about the future, you miss the present, which is the only time you can have some fun. Yeah. Do you often worry about the future, Uma?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Oh, just now. It's an exception today. We are lucky. We see a part of you which is not you, right?
I see you as well. So yeah.
Okay. So Samuel was right. There is some part of you that are not you. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know that, by the way, just to you know, right, that during the consultation, usually, yeah, what it comes out is part of the person and is the person. It's an idea, a position of the consultation, that you are what you say. Yeah. So the reductionism there, but that's a presupposition of our work. But it's not the case today. Yeah, you usually don't worry about the future. It's just now.
No, I don't worry.
Okay, I tell you a little trick that Oscar taught me, that when Italian people they answer with a high tone, it means that it's a lie. Did you hear your tune when you answered? No, you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so you lied.
Interesting. And maybe I'm lying. I don't know. I lie to myself.
Okay, just to check. Do you want to check or no?
Let's check.
Okay. Could you provide us an example took from your day life where you tend to worry a bit about the future?
Honestly, I'm not able to find an example of when I worry.
Maybe you are too worried in order to find an example when you worry.
Maybe.
So it means that you worry all the time. You don't even notice when you are worrying because you're a worried person. You see, it's like the fish in the water. The water is everywhere. The fish doesn't notice the water because it's everywhere. Okay, I don't know. Think about that. But it would be very strange if you never worried about the future. You would be the first person I meet in my life. You know? Maybe you are so special. Maybe you are, or maybe you worry all the like most of the time.
Maybe I got used. Yeah.
Yes, probably. Yes. And Samuel, yes.
It was funny, so I want to propose the idea that also the first question of Uma is regarding, in a way, the future, because it's a question about herself and maybe about her destiny, what she wants to do and stuff like this. So the target, the projection is toward the future.
Okay, so your idea is that in the concept of job, there is the future
about
time
the essence with the job, yeah.
Okay, let's check. I like this hypothesis. Let's check with Uma. Uma, is right or no, Samuel?
I guess Samuel is right.
Okay, so you worry so often that you don't even notice that you're worrying.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. You like this idea or no?
No.
Why?
Because I don't know.
But you know, it's the funny part of our job to create some consciousness in the person. So when the person is more conscious, well, you should celebrate.
Yeah, you're right. No, the truth is that I don't accept to say that I'm worried.
Why?
Although I know that I am.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
But
Wow.
you know. So you know that you are.
Yeah.
Oh, you lied then. You lied to me before. Oh,
I lied.
so the Oscar trick works. Yes. So why you don't accept that you are a worried person? What's wrong?
I don't know.
Okay, can I propose you something? The problem is not that you worry. The problem is that you don't accept that you worry. You like this idea?
I understand. I like, yes, I agree.
Okay, so maybe if you accept a bit more that you tend to worry, maybe you will worry less.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll keep it in mind. Thank you.
Okay, nice. Okay, thanks. And yes, Hans. Are you worrying, Hans?
No, it's just that Uma said maybe I got used to it. That's pretty much the same thing. That means that your senses were deadened to it. So you're in this stupor where you really don't know. Am I worrying now? What is it takes something exceptional to really make you worry?
Yeah, exactly. But she admitted, by the way, after that she knew that she was worrying. But yes, yeah. By the way,
under protest, initially she didn't like the idea.
Yeah.
After actually saying maybe I got used to it. So that's
but Hans, that happens often in the consultation. Usually, people who don't like some idea you propose to them, they tend to reject that idea, refuse them. Yes.
Yeah, but then they may accept it and go back again, and so want to argue all over the place. So that's
yes, but it's part of our job to to make the person see what. And by the way, when you don't see something, it's because usually you don't want to see that something. It's because you don't like that. That's one principle, right? So if you, it's not a problem of be clever or be stupid. It's a problem to be courageous and accept what you don't like.
Yes.
It's an idea by Nietzsche, by the way, that in order to be a philosopher, you don't need to be clever. You need to be courageous. Yeah, because if you worry, if you are afraid, you won't see, you won't understand. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. Any other comments about the job we have done so far? Any questions? No. Okay. So let's go on. Uma, you want to do the second question, or you want to give space to other people?
Give space to other people, please.
Okay. By the way, that was a rhetorical question, Uma. Yeah, was. I knew that. Yeah, it was obvious. Yes. Okay, so Uma, pick one.
Marianne.
Marianne, you want to give space to other people?
My questions are on I think it's the fourth. No.
Oh, yes, I see that. It's in the third page. Yes, here. Okay. Could you read the question and answer first?
Yes. My question was, is it bad to be selfish? And the answer was, yes, when you act selfish, you will hurt other people.
Okay, is it bad to be selfish? Okay. Okay, let's try to see the first question now. Okay, read the question, number one.
Question number one is it also possible to hurt other people when you are not acting selfish? And the idea was to problematize. Okay, you know what I mean. The idea that you only can hurt people when you act selfish.
Okay, but how did you problematize? Can you describe the process, let's say the thinking process you are inviting the person in?
It is the inviting that even you have a good intention and it's not selfish, you can also hurt people.
Okay, so you're providing a counter example.
Yes.
Okay, by dividing, by the way, you are still dividing. So there are, if you hurt some people, it doesn't imply necessarily that you are selfish. You could be not selfish and hurt other people.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if someone sees some problems in your problematization question. Okay, raise your hand who sees a problem here. Okay, I see two hands. Marianne, pick one.
Samuel.
I think that it's a good problematization because it divides these two elements that in the answer were linked, but it's very generic in the sense that it asks only it is possible. It is easy to the client to say no because he's narrow mind. It's easier to do a concrete example, an example in which you are not selfish, but still you hurt someone. To take the client more on the path you are designed.
Okay, so your idea is that with the concrete example, that problematization would be more efficient. Okay, but do you think that in order to problematize is sufficient when you find a counter example or no?
It's only a counterexample. It's not problematize the first position. It opens up new possibilities, and is actually a work of problematization.
Yeah,
it's not enough.
Without possibilities go against the first idea or no?
The possibility, no. In this case, they don't go against the first idea.
Okay, let's check. Let's check. So basically, if the person answer yes, it is possible to hurt other people when you are not acting selfish, you are saying that this is not problematizing, create a problem to the answer. But when you act selfish, you hurt people.
Yes, yeah? It is still possible to be selfish and hurt other people. Also, if it is happening, what is described by the question of Marianne.
Okay, so it's not a good problematization question.
In his structure, yes, it's not efficient. So it's weak. Maybe we can call it a weak.
Okay, because at the beginning I think you said that it was good, but it's not. Is it weak? You agree that it's not good?
No. Oh yes, of course. It's not bad as before. 50-50. It's more good than bad.
Okay, okay, but it's not still good enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. 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 Marianne. Did you hear the criticism by Samuel?
Yes.
Okay, you know Samuel is a perfectionist, so you know he's very good in finding problems. Okay, so what do you think?
I don't think that an example would make this much more stronger. Because
wait, so you disagree with Samuel?
Yes, no? I can understand, but I disagree in that this question would be stronger with an example.
Yeah, but okay, don't worry about that now. Do you think it's weak or is strong, your question?
I think it's a strong one.
And why do you think it's strong?
Because it makes the client aware that the selfishness is not must not the case. That's not the core of hurting people. Also, good intentions can hurt other people.
Yes, but according to Samuel, this idea doesn't imply that there is no connection at all between selfishness and hurting people.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so in a way, the connection is still there. So if you're selfish, you may hurt people.
Yeah.
Okay, so you agree that it's rather weak.
Yes.
Okay, so you change your mind.
Yes.
Okay, so Samuel was right for you, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and let's see if there is any problem so far. Hans?
I would say that it's not only weak, it does not problematize at all, because with the exception, of course, of hurting someone by accident, it will always be selfish, even if you're under command. I mean, this is the Nuremberg problem, right? If you hurt someone while under command, you also do it for selfish reasons, if not only to not be to save yourself.
Okay,
That
but
is also selfish.
let me ask you, Hans.
Oh.
You think it's possible not to be selfish or no?
Probably not, but that's beside the point here. What I mean to say is, if you hurt someone, you always do it out of selfishness.
Yeah, but you see the problem. If you think that you are all the time selfish and you cannot escape this condition, you see the problem or no?
Yeah, then to ask, is it possible to hurt someone without being selfish? That was the question. Would people render null and void here then?
Yeah, but you agree that if you're selfish, your selfishness could hurt someone.
Certainly, that's what I mean. But you can only do it by being when you're selfish, all except by accident.
Ah, okay. So you are saying that there is never the case that you are not selfish and you hurt because you are always selfish. That's your idea.
No, the idea is that to hurt someone is always a result of selfishness. You cannot hurt someone deliberately without being selfish.
Okay.
Even if you do it under command. Then you do it to escape punishment, perhaps, but that's still selfish.
Okay, so it's always there, the link between selfishness and hurting, because you cannot escape the selfish condition, right?
Yeah, and you can. Yeah, and this is the condition which imposes selfishness upon you.
Okay, but let me understand if I understood correctly. Is that the idea, main idea, or no? I'm not saying it's false. I'm trying to understand you, Hans.
Yes. No, I'm not saying that we're always selfish. I'm saying that when we hurt people, it's invariably the result of selfishness, unless it's by accident. And then you could say, why are you accident prone? You could go on and on, but it's always the result of a selfish frame of mind. I don't want to be punished for not hurting somebody. Then I go ahead and kick them, and I do as I'm told.
Okay, let me check with Marianne. Marianne, you are doing strange faces.
Yes, because I don't understand. Hans Christian.
Okay. Let me check with the group. Who understands what Hans is saying right now? Raise your hand. Okay. I would let Alex speak because he didn't speak so far. Alex, could you rephrase the Hans ideas, please, for the group?
Hans is saying that either when people get hurt, it's either through acting selfishly or out of negligence. So they act with goodwill, but they choose the wrong action, and he's used those categories to classify the sort of acts one can make in the world.
Okay, was that your idea?
It's very good. It's a good lawyer answer.
Okay, very good. Well done, Alex. You did a great job. Yes. And Marianne, now did you understand better or no?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so Hans is a good lawyer, but not for everybody. Yes. Okay. Let's try one last time. We want to rephrase in a simpler way the Hans idea. Okay, let Maria speak.
Hans is saying that when you hurt someone, you always do it out of selfishness. It's not possible to hurt someone without being selfish.
Okay, let's check first with Hans. Hans, was that your idea?
Again, I would say except by accident, but then Alex mentioned negligence, so there is some element of selfishness, even in most cases of accident. So yes.
Okay, so
yeah,
you agree with Maria rephrase?
99%, yes. Almost, yes.
Okay, I think that the best I can say from you, 99%. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
No, that okay. You never.
By the principle of mutual exclusion, she is right. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's try it last time. Marianne, now after Maria rephrase, what do you think? Is a bit clear now? No.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. What do you think?
I do not agree.
Why?
Because I cannot know every detail of every person, so I can hurt someone other accidentally without any selfishness. So, for example, I buy a friend roses, but he has a bad connection with roses because I don't know. There was a unlucky, I don't know, relationship, and it ends with roses. And I buy roses, and I do not know this detail. So I had a good intention, but it went wrong.
Okay, so in a way, you're saying that you can hurt people if you have good intention, and that hurting people is not because of the selfishness that maybe is there anyway, but it's because of the lack of attention or because other reasons. That's your idea.
Yes.
Okay. 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 So I tried last time, and then we move on. Hans, what do you think about this idea by Marianne? Do you agree or no?
Again, then there may very, I mean, some lack of consideration. Person was a bad judge of character or whatever. Is almost always so that it's result of either being deliberate or being or screwing up.
Yeah, but can you think an example, Hans, where you do something not because you're selfish, but because you want to make happy someone, and you actually hurt that someone? Can you think such an example?
The example with the flowers is perfect, but I don't. Yeah, this is very difficult, but yes, there may be instances of this. Yes.
Okay, but in that example,
I made mistakes like that, but not quite like that, but along the lines.
Okay, but do you agree that that example that Maria is offering you is pushing you to problematize your idea, or no? Your previous idea.
It's forcing me to think a little bit more about it, but I would say that by and large, the argument holds.
Okay, I think that's the best we can take from you, Hans. Thanks. Okay. Let's hear Adam. Adam, I have the feeling that you want to object something, right? Okay, nice. I like your objections. Go on.
I want to agree with Hans that this is not such a good example, but I want to problematize Hans's idea in a different way.
Okay, let's go on. Yes.
I'm thinking of a terrorist who hurts people in an act of terrorism in which this terrorist sacrifices themselves, so kills themselves, but does it for a greater political ideal, maybe, or a religious ideal. So this terrorist is not being selfish, but hurts people for selfless reasons.
Okay. Hans, please be short. Before, say if you understand the idea that Adam is telling you.
I understand, but this terrorist is part of the whole thing.
Wait,
So he is also
wait, please. Do you agree or you disagree?
I disagree.
Okay, try to be short and explain why you disagree.
Because this terrorist is part of this terrorist network, of this ideology. He's part of it. It's a collective egotism. You can go back to what's the guy with the Principe who instituted a collective egotism. And I was okay, and so that illustrates it. He is part of a collective egotism. They all go to heaven and have 7 virgins or whatever. They believe in it. They believe it for selfish reasons. They want to be saved.
Okay, I propose you, because maybe it's a nice exercise. We could try to ask a question now to answer in order to push him to problematize his idea, which is part of the job we were supposed to do tonight. So, Adam, apparently your question was nice, but not nice enough in order to make him problematize the idea. Or you want to propose something else, or you want to modify a bit your question? No? Okay. Let's try again with someone else. I know it's a very hard task, this one, because Hans is a very nice defender, let's say. Alex, you want to propose a question?
I can propose a question to Hans.
Yeah, go on.
Hans, are some actions that persons take zero sum? That is, they accrue to one's benefit and another's loss. And that those actions exist in the world, zero-sum actions.
Okay, Alex, I propose do you try to summarize your question in a shorter way, in a clearer way?
Do zero-sum actions exist? And what is their effect?
Okay, before we go to Hans, can you explain which is the purpose of this question? Problematizing, right?
Yes.
And by doing what? Why this is question you think is problematization question?
Because it shows that zero-sum actions, a lot of the world's consequences come from this, that a choice which is rational and thought out will benefit some persons and harm others. And I hope the question points to a certain inevitability that shows the absurdity in his position.
Okay, let's check. Hans,
I think, yeah.
Did you understand the question and the idea?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, and do you agree or no?
I don't see where zero-sum games come into this. They're pretty much hopeless. So it's not. It has nothing to do with the question of egotism, selfishness.
So wait, you are saying that it's not relevant with the topic?
You could, I mean, it's like start talking about the roulette wheel, for instance. It's nothing to do with egotism.
Okay, it's not relevant.
No.
Okay, can you explain why it's not relevant? The Alex question.
The notion of zero-sum games in relation to this is not pertinent to the matter. It's true that you benefit yourself when you hurt others. So even there will be an element of egotism in this, but he's taken it to a different level. It's not. It's too far out for this. It's not pertinent to it.
Okay, Alex, you experienced a nice experience, by the way, which is try to problematize an idea of an absolute person. It's very hard. Yeah. So our job is very demanding, by the way. So don't expect too much. Yeah. But still, since the time is running out a bit, I propose we stop here with exercise, and now we conclude the workshop with some, let's say, free comments about the process, about the difficulties you have met so far, or about some idea that you got that you like it or made you think about something about the practice or something about yourself. Yes, Alex.
I wanted to ask Uma a question. I was intrigued by the discussion around work.
Okay, you want to do it now?
Yes.
Okay, let's try.
I was wondering, I think from Uma's question, it makes me think that she must enjoy her work if she's asking this question. To me, it seems like she identifies it with herself so much. That was the inclination I was getting. And I was interested. Hans made a lot of comments about alienation, because the person who works in the sweatshop, they work every day, but they don't say, this is my work. A person can work and they do an action and it aligns with their thinking. And then you're a very lucky person. So I'm imagining Uma is a lucky person. I was just curious about her situation. I was intrigued.
Okay, let's check if the interpretation that Alex is proposing is, let's say, right according to Uma, at least. Uma, what do you think about Alex's interpretation? Are you a lucky person?
I think Alex gave a good interpretation. Yes.
And I don't know. Can you say what job you do, or?
I'm an educator.
What?
I'm an educator.
Okay, and you like it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Alex was right.
Yeah.
So now, then, I don't see the future in the question like Samuel proposed before. Where is the future here, then?
This is the question. Where is the future?
Oh, there is no future.
It's uncertain. The future is uncertain. Voila.
Ah, that's why you worry, because it is a uncertainty, the future. Yes. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so you are lucky, but because the future is uncertain,
No,
you worry most of the time. So you don't appreciate your luck that you have and that Alex spot in your life. You see how many people would like to be in your shoes, but you don't like.
I like it,
but not enough, because you want certainty in the future. Yeah. Okay. Alex, you were right, because she's lucky, but at the same time, she is not able to appreciate it so much because he is more in the future, in the worrying. Yeah. So you see, even lucky people are not that lucky sometimes. Okay, but nice one, Alex. Yes. Good. Other comments? Gui.
Yeah, just connected to this, I'm an educator, so I'm a teacher.
You're lucky too.
I'm very lucky too, but today one student asked me, are you going to be in this school always?
Okay.
And I was like, no. And she was, what? But why? Why not? So I think it's connected to this. I feel very lucky, but still, I don't want to decide too much into the future. But
Okay, but I think that question it was a compliment.
Yes, yes, yes. It
So
was a
it means that your student appreciate you so much that he cannot see the school where he's going without you.
yeah, yeah. So I can take it as a compliment. Yes, yes, for sure.
So
Um,
what's the problem? I don't see the problem here. You should be happy.
yeah, but for me to, if I would say to myself, I will be here always, I would not be happy, because then I would actually be thinking too much into the future.
Ah, okay. So you don't want to become like Uma, that is worrying most of the time for the future.
Exactly.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's a nice, let's say, remark you can remember to yourself in order not to be satisfied all the time or most of the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So stay with what you are, enjoy it, and fuck the future.
Yes, yes.
Even because in the future we're gonna die. So if you even about the future is funny because which future you are talking about? I mean, in 1 year, in 5 years, in 100 years. So the future is what you don't know, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's uncertain.
So maybe you can try to predict a bit, but you cannot control the future. You cannot even control your present totally. You can control just a small part of your life if you're lucky.
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
I think it's a nice reflection today about this topic. Yeah.
Okay, but your student was worrying about his future as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's spreading. Is a virus. Is a worry virus spreading around. Future virus. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Gui. Let's hear Maria.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to add something about work. I was thinking that in some way, whatever you do, especially what you do on a regular basis, does have an influence on yourself. So in this sense, it's a part of yourself. But some people really let their work take over the other components of their life, and it becomes their the main component of their identity. And the risk in this, I think, is that as Jessica noticed, that if you lose your job or you change your job, for example, your identity itself is at risk, and you can have a crisis. Like when you get retired, if your identity was too much linked to your job, you can feel you don't have a purpose in life anymore.
Okay, so either you burn out during the working time, either you feel depressed after you get retired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Uma is true? Are you afraid to get retired? You know that most of the people want to get retired, but you're afraid to. Yeah.
But I'm not afraid.
Oh no. Okay, you're not. You're not
so much. No, no, no.
Don't be aggressive.
No.
Okay, but let me tell about this topic. I think I want to share with you two main perspectives that there are about the, let's say, identity issue. For some philosopher, like in a way for Sartre, for example, we decide what we are. In a way, the identity is a kind of decision from this perspective. And for other, this perspective, you are already someone or something. For example, I don't know if you read Nietzsche, but there is this this title of his work that is Ecce Homo, and afterward he wrote How Become What You Are, which is a funny paradox. So you are already something, and in a way you're supposed to become what you are already. but it's another idea that so you have to discover yourself because yourself is already there, and you have to let yourself in a way, add freedom in your life. So there are two different paradigm perspectives. So I think they are interesting, both interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Any
I have a
comments
little-
about the answer? Let me go to Maria and then. Okay, Maria, go on.
I just want to make a short observation of the work. It was intensive work, and it was interesting with Uma case that we see also uncertainty in her questions, in her answers and questions, and this uncertainty also was raised during the work, during the different kind of question. And I think that the main problem for the person during the consultation, it's raised from maybe any question. It's not issue of good or bad, but just a purpose to follow for the client, for the person.
Yes, I agree. And in a way, like we say often, the structure, the behavioral and the performative level is more revealing than the content one.
Yes.
So you saw this uncertainty and this worrying in the structure and the behavior of Uma, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And we saw it during the walk.
Okay, thanks. And Hans, be short, please.
Yeah, it's about becoming who you are. Sartre wants us to reinvent ourselves. So when you take something for what you had and then that goes through the process. Now, famously, he said in private that if you were really to do this, to be this existentialist all the time, you go insane. It's impossible to do it.
Okay, I agree with you, but again, you're a bit exaggerating. It's impossible to be all the time.
It was Sartre himself who said it, actually.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Yes, I got it. But yes, it's I think it's if you can change what you are, it means in a way it means that your essence is not already made. Totally made, at least. Yeah.
Certainly.
So it's a way. In a way, it's you know the Latin expression during the modern time, like "homo faber ipsus fortunae." It means that the man can make his own destiny in a way, can choose what to be.
Homo faber, is that the one with about the professor who collects his life, writes down everything he's learned in his life?
I don't know. But
By that author.
If you read the Pico della Mirandola, it's really nice, by the way. You can read that in his opinion, there is no nature in a way in the human being because there is an undetermined nature. And that's why the human is free because he can choose what to be and not to be. Yeah, that's a perspective. Yeah, I'm not saying it's true, but it's interesting. This perspective is the opposite to you are already something. You have an essence. Yeah, for example.
Then the obligation comes from the agony of choice, of course. But so it's that may be a dead end street. I don't know. I think it's an interesting thought.
Yeah, it's interesting. What do you think, for example, Ansel? You think you are already something and you have your own essence, or you don't have an essence and you decide what to be by your acting?
I don't think we are. I don't think we are tabula rasa. I agree with the I think it's Bergson with this idea that you go through stages in your life, and you develop. I don't think you are put a patent cork on it when you're 21 years old. It's not like that. We're not developed fully. We can always.
But let me now get to the conclusion, and let me say one last thing. I think it's important in order to question other people in general. I think it's important to be flexible, to be dialectical, to not to identify with one idea. Of course, we all have some ideas we think are true in a way, yeah. But in order to problematize, you have to first recognize the paradigm of the person where he's moving, and then to be able to play the other side, yeah. So if one person is in a way thinks that there is an essence of human beings, you propose Sartre or Pico della Mirandola or other authors that have opposite paradigms. But if the other person has another idea, you play the other side. I think that's very important. Otherwise, if you are stuck in your idea, you are too alive in order to be a philosopher. You're not dead enough, yeah? Because you have to play with ideas. So the first thing is to be able to detach from yourself. I think that's one very big step as a philosopher we are supposed to do in order to question the other. And then, of course, there is the technique. You learn how to problematize in different way by deepening or by questioning. I think questioning, problematizing, deepening, clarification, questions and stuff. But first, you have to be in a way a bit far away from what yourself, which is a strange idea, but I think it's the presupposition of our job. Yeah.
This is also what Oscar said sometimes, that you have to sort of be able to put yourself on the object board of the microscope in order to combat the religious thinking.
Yeah, but
one step.
Yes, I agree. It's nice to say, but it's difficult to do, right, Hans? Yes.
Extremely difficult. That's more difficult.
Okay.
Impossible, but yeah.
Okay, but I think it's important to be aware about what is the most important thing to do, because it's if you want to do this, Hans, you know that you have to train yourself to detach yourself from yourself.
Yes.
Okay. If there is no one last comment, no. I thank you for the session of tonight, and I think I'll see you in 2 weeks because I'm running another workshop in 2 weeks. And if not, we're gonna see in the future sometimes. But don't worry too much about the future, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.